Peace, God. Peace, Goddess. Peace and blessings from the Most High God. Ashe. So, I want to talk to you about another download. This download is about twin flames. So the thing about twin flames is this. The whole thing about twin flames is an illusion. When we talk about twin flames, we say in the beginning, there was a soul that was birthed at the same time you were birthed. And this is your other half. That's a program. That's an illusion. That's a spell. The only half of you that you are missing is you. If you're a conscious light, your twin flame is your darkness. If you are darkness that is unconscious, the light and the consciousness is your twin flame. You don't have a half. You are whole and you are holy as you are. Only thing that you're missing is yourself, which is God. When I say peace, God, peace, Goddess, I'm saying you in your highest form. And people get that misconstrued because God is love and God is in everything. God is the collective consciousness, not the ego to you, for you, to exalt yourself over everyone and everything else. That's not what I mean when I say God and Goddess. I mean God and Goddess, we are all reflections of one another. At our highest vibration, we are love. And we are just like the Creator. When Jesus says, I say unto you, we are all gods. We are all sons and daughters of the Most High God. That's what he means. And that's what he meant when he said he was the Son of God. Because we all are. Nothing more, nothing less. But if you're unable to recognize that, then you haven't reached your fullest potential. And you don't know who you are. And you don't know who I am, because I'm you. When we talk about twin flames, a twin flame is a fairy tale and it's a story. As a means to where people today talk about twin flames. You are your twin flame. You are the love of your life. There is no one that completes you. It's just you and your higher self, God. God completes you. That's your twin flame. If you stay into the world so long, you may forget yourself. But it's you that you're really looking for, which is why you have the issue. Because you may go from relationship to relationship, place to place, person to person, job to job, and you may feel like you're seeking something, but whatever you're seeking, you constantly look outside of you for. You look for love because you don't love yourself. The love that you have is not enough. I need somebody else to tell me they love me. I need somebody else to tell me I look good. I need somebody else to tell me how strong I am, how smart I am, that they care about me, that I'm valued on this earth, that they miss me even. I need somebody to stroke my ego. I need somebody to give me not what I'm not capable of giving myself, but what in the current moment I'm not capable of giving it to myself. Because I'm looking outside of myself. And I need that outside validation. See, you can't love anyone until you love yourself. And when you love yourself, you meet someone, you manifest someone to share that love with. But what we do in toxic relationships is, I hate myself. I don't like myself either. God, I don't want to be here. And then we get on some kind of toxic cycle to where like we're binge drinking, we're smoking, we're chain smoking. We're doing we're the life that we live, like we don't want to get up out of bed. We just want to watch TV all day. We want to engage in negative activity, things that get us nowhere and are meaningless. But we do this just to get to try to pump out some dopamine, some serotonin, to get some kind of good feeling, because we're not doing anything. And so we find a hack. If I get high, I'll feel good. If I drink, I'll feel good. If I have sex, I'll feel good. And so we're chasing this instant gratification of feeling good. And that small piece of a feeling is just a little piece that we get when we feel love. Like sex. Like drugs. You know what drugs feel like? XO. OX. Oxytocin. Those are the chemicals that are released when you're in love. When you're in love with somebody and you stare into their eyes, past a minute, your body will start to release oxytocin. You will begin to develop feelings of intimacy, because the eyes are the windows of the soul. When you go on these little thrills, I want to go and break into an abandoned building, or I want to go and race my car down the street, or I want to go do this dangerous stunt, or I want to go live this dangerous lifestyle, this fast lifestyle, or go do what I saw on TV. We get adrenaline. And adrenaline is something that's released when you feel love. And so we're all finding these fractions and these pieces of love. And all of this that we're doing is we're finding external sources to trigger things that are inside of us that we don't know how to stimulate, trigger, release, ignite, or activate without an outside catalyst. And so that outside is that validation. No, I feel good about myself. Somebody, I don't know that I look good until I get a compliment. I need the compliment. Okay, I got 2 compliments today. Now I know I look good. It's the same thing as the placebo effect. The placebo effect gives you your power back. Here, I got the drug for you. I got the medicine right here. It's a sugar pill. Here's the medicine. You believe. that is real. And so now you believe in your hand and now in your body, you are healing. This pill has the power. It's outside of me. It's not me, it's this pill. And I just took the pill, so now the pill is in me, and now I have the power. And now I am healing. You have tricked yourself, just like the experiment of the placebo effect, into believing that you have the power in your hand and inside of you to heal yourself. And so you do. We talk about love, toxic relationships. Toxic relationships are some of the most exciting, thrilling, sexual, wild, rejuvenating, destructive, terrible. Just everything. Why? But we secretly love toxic relationships. If we leave a toxic relationship and we find a fully functional or a good relationship without all the toxicity, like they're respectful, they treat us right, we run back to the toxic relationship. And the reason we do that is because it doesn't stimulate us. See, in that toxic relationship, when you're arguing and you're fighting, and then you turn that into love making, you transmute that energy into love making. It's more exciting, it's more thrilling. It's a lower nature relationship. But in that lower nature relationship, you're able to freely be your worst self and still receive love. And so you're able to do all the things that you secretly want to do. But you wouldn't do that in a good relationship because it's toxic. Hey, why are you doing that? Wait, why are you lying to me? Oh, I don't know about that. Like, see, if somebody loves themselves and they go into a relationship with somebody who's toxic, it won't last very long at all. Unless they're able to hook and swindle them and manipulate and coerce them and pimp them into staying. But if they love themselves, they will not stay in a toxic relationship. See, in a toxic relationship, you got two people who don't love each other. And they don't love each other because they don't love themselves. They're attached to each other. Not connected. They're attached. And what they're attached to is the darkness within each other. Their demons know each other. They're comfortable with each other. They're used to this. They're comfortable and they're used to this, and they know that they're fully accepted in their lowest nature. See, if you were to have a successful, healthy relationship, it would take two people that are trying to be their best version. They would have to try to be good people. But see, that's the thing. At a toxic relationship, you don't have to work hard. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to heal. No, I don't even want you to heal. Stay just how you are. Because I know exactly how to manipulate you, and it fits so well. Yeah. You say, I hate you, and I hate you too. And like, let's get drunk. It's the whole, like, you know, you're able to be loved no matter how miserable you are. And misery loves company. And so you could be miserable together, and you can invite somebody else into your misery. And you can have a cesspool of demonic energy, which only, and I say demonic because you're in the lower stages, the first three chakras: fear in the root, sexuality in the second, and pride in the third. And see, right there, At the heart chakra, that's where you begin to enter heaven, the thin line between the higher and the lower dimensions. So we have our toxic relationships, and our toxic relationships, they change us. Some toxic relationships are so crucial. Like, some people like have these fatal attractions to where their demons come out so far, to where they physically harm each other, and results into one life being lost or both. We even have karmic relationships to where past lifetimes and in this lifetime, all of the toxic behavior, all the things that you thought you got away with, like the cheating, the lying, the stealing, the being ornery, the being spiteful, and doing all the things that were wrong. Or it doesn't even matter. You could have done, because we can do things with good intentions. We can do bad things with good intentions. And we can do good things with bad intentions. All those things that you've done in your past relationships, even in past lifetimes, in this karmic relationship, you're going to receive your karma. And this could be frustrating for people, because they could be in a relationship and they decide, you know what? I want to settle down. I want to do right. I want to be good. I don't want to be a player no more. You could decide, you feel me? You want to treat this one right. I'm going to do good. I'm out the game. Put up my jersey. I'm out the game. Doesn't matter. Because the energy that we put out, it returns back to us in another form than when we put it out in. And so you may feel like, I don't deserve this because I didn't do it to you. Not so. We are reflections of each other. You may have not done it to me, but you did it to her. Remember way back when? You did it to him. Oh, but that was different. But that was different because, doesn't matter. See, that's the thing. This is why it says, the fear of God is the beginning of all understanding. And forgive them, for they know not what they do. We don't understand that we do this to ourselves. We don't understand how much power we have over our own life. We don't really understand that. We don't really grasp that. And that karmic relationship, you're going to receive back everything that you've done. And it doesn't matter how well you treat that person. You're going to receive what you put out in the past. That's what that karmic relationship is for. That's what that karmic relationship is for you to get your karma. And how you act based on you receiving your karma determines your future. Like, if you get your karma and you don't take it on the chin, what you're going to turn around and do is you're going to retaliate, and you're going to seek revenge, and you're going to continue the karmic cycle until you find and manifest another karmic partner, because you're here to learn. And so when all these things happen to you, you're supposed to take the high road. Like what those people who did, like those people who you done wrong may have or may not have done. You're supposed to take the high road. In your toxic relationship, you're in your lower nature with somebody else in their lower nature, and you're attached at the root chakra from fear of abandonment. You're attached at the sacral chakra for lust, and you're attached in the solar plexus for pride and ego. In your karmic relationship, you're reaping everything back that you sowed. And it's not necessarily all bad. You're gonna get some good karma, which could be good sex, could be nice gifts, could be, and it could be something to where You could actually receive a lot of love too that you put out in actions and in a relationship. And it could start off as great to begin with and then go to smithereens. It's all a part of the process of you finding your twin flame. See, then we go to soulmate. Soulmates, we have many soulmates because you could have been a hoe in one of your lives. In one of your past lives, you could have been a hoe. You could have been a hoe in this life. You could have been promiscuous. And it doesn't even matter if you were promiscuous. Let's say you had one partner and you made it for life. You've had so many lifetimes to where you have soulmates. You got bodies. Like, you got bodies in this lifetime, but you got bodies in the past lifetime. And some of these soul ties were forced upon you because they go back in the Middle Ages. They go all the way back since the beginning of time. Stone Age, Bronze Age, 1900s, 1800s. Slavery, war, pillaging, crusades. So you got some soul ties that are forced. You have soulmates, which have forced soul ties on you in the past. You have partners that you have been with, like sexually, that are soulmates. You have parents, siblings, best friends that you formed soul ties with in the past. That your connection was so strong that it is followed in this lifetime, because we tie etherical cords and we make soul ties through our chakras. And they don't necessarily have to be a physical act of sex to make a soul tie. Think about it. When we have siblings, we have parents, we have family members that we have a strong soul tie with. That when they leave this earth, we can feel them leaving. Like we can feel like if they left this realm, because that's how tied we are in with our soul. We can tie between any chakra. Just like we experience like in tantric sex, the act of tantric sex is connecting each chakra through etherical cords. On the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat chakra through intimacy, the heart chakra through love, the solar plexus through confidence and confiding, the sacral chakra through taking a sacred place and a sacred vow to only share this between one another and the root of I am, and that we are. And the third eye is seen through the illusion of individuality and separation and the connection. The oneness. We can form soul ties without sex. We can tie etherical cords without sex. Because sex is the sacred energy exchange, SEX. And we exchange energy simply by coming into someone's aura, which is their electromagnetic pulse or frequency of their heart. See, when your heart beats and it pulsates, it pulses. Like the radial pulse, the jugular pulse. That's your heart pumping. That's your vibration, your frequency. And you're creating an electromagnetic field. That's your aura, which is, if you have spiritual eyes, you can see an aura. That's your energetic pulse or electromagnetic pulse. The frequency of colors just determine a frequency. Every color has a frequency. And so your heart is operating at a frequency and creating an electromagnetic pulse. And when other beings come in contact with that, you both exchange energy and information through this field and this network of the frequency, because the electromagnetic pulse, though it's pulsed through the heart, it's a combination of all of your chakras, because each chakra resonates at a different, in between, a bandwidth of different frequencies. The same way orange or red, like there's red, there's blood red, there's crimson red, there's red orange, there's pink, there's all these different shades of each colors. Orange, red orange, autumn, auburn. I'm trying to think of all these colors. Like purple, indigo, lavender. There's so many different distinctions of color or frequency. There's a bandwidth. But in each bandwidth, there's a level of each frequency. Like green. Like if you notice, these greens are slightly different. These blues are slightly different. These greens. But they're all green. They're all a different frequency in the same bandwidth. And so when we enter a person's auric field, we share information, we download information, and this frequency influences us. And just living even in a household, we're subject to others' frequencies. Like when you hear people talking all day, that goes into your subconscious. When people are feeling a certain type of way, like if you're around people who are feeling angry all the time, or around people that are feeling happy, around people that are feeling depressed and sad, that gets in your auric field. You pick that up. And the soul ties is what it makes. There's different ways for us to make soul ties. It doesn't have to be physical all the way. Because we exist on many planes and dimensions as beings. And those soul ties could be formed on any plane before it reaches these soul ties can be formed in the ethers before it reaches the physical, or they could be formed in the physical and reach the spiritual. And we have many soulmates. We can have many karmic partners. It depends on when you learn your lesson. We can also have many toxic relationships. Depends on when you learn your lesson. Or, again, we have free will. So a lot of people love that toxic relationship, they'll go back to it. And that karmic relationship you can't escape it. The only way you can escape that karmic relationship is if you stay single. But you can't even escape it. Because your karmic relationship can come, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can also come in a relationship of your parents, of your siblings, at work, at school. Like it'd be a dynamic between you and a supervisor, you and a classmate, a coworker, you and a teacher or a professor, you and the guy in front of, it could be the guy at traffic, that cut you off in traffic. You can't escape that. When you clear up your karma, when you change what you're putting out, because you have to receive your karma. You have to. It's how you transmute your karma. Because once you're met with your karma, you have the decision to continue the cycle or to break it, which depends all on your actions after receiving your karma, how you respond to it. Because then you have the opportunity to create a new pattern and a new direction. Or I'm gonna do this too back. I'm gonna do this back to them. I'm not letting them get up. They ain't getting up on. Oh, you did your big one. Oh, I'm not letting up. Or you feel me? Or I'm not letting them get away with this. Who do they think they are? Then you continue to perpetuate the cycle until you have the snowball effect or a slippery slope. And you don't understand that you're doing it to yourself. You're caught in that cycle, in that loop. And we have many soulmates. We can choose, since we have free will, we can choose that in this lifetime, we want to choose a soulmate. Your soul should feel so familiar. Or I've been waiting for you. Like, I've followed you through lifetimes. I will really want to experience this love again. This is the love I want to experience this lifetime again. Or we can find the twin flame. Now, when I talk about the twin flame, I already said how the twin flame is an illusion because we're whole, right? We're whole as we are. If we're darkness, what makes us whole is the conscious light. If we're a conscious light, what makes us whole is our unconscious darkness. And this is just our masculine and femininity within us. Our own darkness and our own light. Us and God. God is your twin flame. You are your twin flame. You are the love of your life. You are the one who completes you. There is no one else. Everything that you're so desperately searching for, the reason you haven't been able to find it is because you never took the time to look into the mirror. That's where you'll find it. The person who needs the love that you're trying to give out to everybody is right in the mirror. The person who's going to treat you right is right in the mirror. The person who's going to tell you all the things you want to hear, right in the mirror. The person that you can't live without, it's right in the mirror. But see, we got this illusion, and so we look for another reflection outside of ourselves. But when we talk about the twin flame is subject to change. See, your twin flame is a manifested version of you. It's a manifested reflection of you. So your twin flame could be a soulmate, a toxic partner, a karmic relationship, or your highest potential. Your twin flame is just a twin frequency. When you reach a certain status, or state of being, or a state of consciousness, and you manifest from that frequency, you will manifest a twin flame. A twin flame is just simply, that's your reflection on the same frequency. Like, yeah, both of y'all are, you may have had similar life experiences. You may want for the same things. Your twin flame aligns with you with your chakras on the bandwidth. Your twin flame is you. It's your closest reflection. Your twin flame is your closest reflection in this world. But it is not your other half. You are whole. God is your other half. You are whole. We come here and we seek to share love. But you can't love anyone until you love yourself first. Once you love yourself, you can love another. And once you love yourself, you may seek a toxic relationship, a karmic partner, a soulmate, or a twin flame to share this love with this lifetime. But a twin flame is simply you. It's simply a reflection of you. And so you're going to get that twin flame. And you'll find that twin flame. That twin flame may have been like in the school, like everybody knew it's like y'all two. Like you may have like peeped this, like y'all might have never met each other. You walk into the school, like y'all could have been in high school, middle school, college. Have you met so-and-so? You remind me of so-and-so. Oh, you should hang out with so-and-so. Who? What? Everybody else knows that y'all frequencies remind each other of everyone. Like, you two. Like, everybody experiences you two the same. And that's how you'll know. That's the one. It's even a thing to where it's like, you could both be in crowds, but it's like you recognize each other. Because you see yourself. You see yourself in them. But we change. And we grow apart. Sometimes we grow together and sometimes we grow apart. The whole thing about a twin flame and a twin flame experience is we have to understand that we're only, you're only you, who you are, this lifetime, now. Who you were a year ago is different. Who you were 3 years ago is different. Who you were 5 years ago is different. Who you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago is different. And depending on how rapid your evolution is, who you were yesterday, somebody different. You could be going through traumatic events. You could be going through life-altering circumstances and events to where yesterday you were somebody completely different. You could have had an epiphany that changed the trajectory of your life. Somebody could have died. You could have witnessed something that was traumatic. And so it changed the way you see things and who you are and how you do things. And so you have to understand this whole thing about the twin flame is there is no one person that is a twin flame. A twin flame is just a match. That is your match for this time and this space, aligning with this vibration and this frequency at this moment. And that could change. Two twins could come together. They could have an experience and decide to split. That doesn't mean like, oh, I'm lost without this person and I'll never see this person again and they were truly completing me, and that's a spell. That's a lie. That's a program, and that's an illusion. Everyone is you, and we're all reflections of each other. There is no other half that makes you whole outside of God, which is your higher self. This is why I say God is your twin flame. You are the love of your life. Outside of that, we're here to experience. Do you want to experience a love? What kind of love do you want to experience between a lover? Okay. You're going to manifest a reflection of yourself. Do you want to experience a brotherly love? Okay. You're going to manifest that as a reflection of yourself. Do you want to experience a motherly love? Do you want to experience a camaraderie? Do you want to experience a wild, insatiable crazy, chaotic, lustful, passionate love. Okay. You're going to manifest that. You want to get a little bit older and you want to experience a calm, peaceful, an enjoyable, a comforting, a soft, kind, a gradual, a committed love. Okay, you can manifest that. But whatever you manifest is a reflection of you. And this is why it says, like, the fear of God is the beginning of all understanding, because you don't understand how everything that's happened to you in your life, everything that you experienced in your life is your fault. You don't understand it. You don't really grasp that. Everything that you've ever experienced is your fault. Take responsibility for the entirety of your life. Take responsibility for the entirety of your life. You have things that everything that you're experiencing, you already agreed to experience it before you came here. Everything that you're doing, you've already agreed to do it before you came here. There is nothing that's new. See, there's an illusion. There's an illusion that everything is new, that time exists. But the truth is, everything exists in eternity. Everything is happening all at once in eternity. And we don't create anything. We think we create things. We don't create anything. We do not create. God is the creator. We co-create with God and the universe. Now, grasp when I say this. Everything already exists, right? In the earth. So if I took this piano and I said, I created this. I created this piano. No, I didn't. How could I create this piano? It's made out of wood and other substances which come from the earth. But I didn't create the earth. God created the earth. I didn't create the earth. God created the earth. And that's the thing. We don't create anything. Everything comes from the earth, including our bodies. We don't create our bodies. We don't create anything. God is the creator. What we do is we manifest. We don't create. We manifest. See, man could take this piece of earth and put this piece of earth together and say, look what I've done. You feel me? Look at this. I took all these stones out of the earth and look at this masterpiece I created. I did this. I did a good thing. That's not created. That's recreated. That's recreated and rearranged and restructured, not created. We don't create. We co-create. We manifest. So everything already exists. So if I wanted to manifest something, like that's the thing, like say it's money. I don't create money. Money already exists. I don't create food. Food already exists. Say I want to manifest love. I don't create love. I am love. It already exists. Say I want to find a partner to share that love with. She already exists. That house I want, it's already built. If not, I can have someone build it. But the house that I got in mind, I'm sure, out of the millions and billions of houses, there's one that's just right. You feel me? It already exists. The car, it already exists. And so we don't create, we manifest. And how we manifest is by holding the frequency within us and knowing that we have it already. It's already inside of us. We hold the image, we hold the vibration and the frequency. And then we begin to manifest it towards us. And we align with that version of us that already has it, because there is a version of you that already has everything that you are desiring currently. There's a version of you that already has it. But see, it's hard to get to that version because right now it's like, it's destitute, it's empty, it's rubble. But see, there was a time when this building was completely furnished, had all the appliances working. It was a fully functional school. And before that, it was a fully functioning church. It already existed. And eventually, there's going to be something else. Now, the thing about that is, are you able to hold the image? Because when they had this place, before it was a church, they drew up a blueprint which held the imagery in their mind. And they said, this is the place we're going to put this at. This is where we're going to build. This is how we're going to build it. And this is how we're going to make it. When that church was done, and they said, okay, we want to start a school. They said, this church would be perfect to have the school in. I know exactly where we'll put the dorms. We'll put the dorms across. And so it's really hard to look at nothing or this isn't even nothing. This has so much history in it. But it's really hard to look at something to where we see rubble or we see nothing at all and imagine what it could be. And that's because it's inside of us. If we can't see it, then we can't make it a possibility. That's part of our manifestation. You have to see it first. And then you have to know that you already have it. And then it's coming to fruition. And this is the earth. This is where it talks about manifestings. from the heavens to the earth. We manifest from the heavens in the mind, in the 5D, translated through the 4D into the 3D, into the present. Time doesn't exist. We can manifest what it is that we want. We don't create, we manifest. We manifest by aligning, with the possibility to create the opportunity to have the experience. We align with the possibility to create the opportunity to have the experience. And that's all we're doing here on earth. We're just here to experience. And then we'll be gone. And we may come back and do it again. But you may not remember. But why would you want to remember? Just imagine. We talk about trauma. Just imagine in one lifetime how much trauma a person can accumulate. Some kids accumulate a level of trauma to where they take their lives before they're even teenagers or when they are teenagers. Like 15 years, bro. Like, that's it. Nope, that's it, bro. I'm gone. That's it. Yeah, I'm done. Like 15 years, after 15 years, some kids is like, yep, you know what? This ain't for me. 15 years. So why would you want to like really remember lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes? And the funny thing is, we only tend to focus on the negative. But that's what makes it trauma until we process it. But it's just like a toxic relationship. In a toxic relationship, you're not focusing on the negative. Even though the negative is all around you. The negative is what you constantly experience. What you're focusing on is that little positive that makes it all worthwhile. And that's life, you know? We can choose how we want to accept things. That's another thing I was learning about like frequencies and the Philosopher's Stone. We have the ability to experience something how we desire to experience it. That's like, kind of like how somebody could be abusive. And they tell you, you should feel this way about it. Oh, you should really feel this way about it. I don't even know why you're bothered by this. You should really look at it like this. Like, that may be the most frustrating thing, triggering thing some people deal with. Because regardless of how somebody believes we should feel about something, we are having our own experiences. And we are individuals and we feel how we feel. We feel how we feel, right? Really nice. We feel how we feel. And that's the thing. Some people go through bad things and they choose to let it get them down. They choose to be depressed. They choose to like, no, I'm not letting this go. In fact, I'm gonna live my whole life based off of this moment. Moving forward. Moving forward, my entire life is dedicated to this moment. Moving forward. Like, some people really make this decision. Some people really make this decision that this is how they're gonna live their life. And that's the thing where I've been really realizing. That's why alchemy is powerful. Because energy is just that. Energy is simply energy. It's neutral. You got energy and matter accelerated becomes energy, energy decelerated becomes matter. Thus manifestation and alchemy. Right? And so that's the thing. That's the thing. Knowing the 5 elements and knowing that the 6th is consciousness. The 6th is consciousness. The seed of God. The 7th is the connection to all things. But this is what gives us dominion. The 6th. The 6th element. The 6th sense. Consciousness. With consciousness, you can consciously choose how you want to take something. But we're programmed to take things a certain way. Like, somebody can say, you're ugly. And he could be like, no, I'm ugly. And he could walk around and feel like, well, ugly duckling. Right. Or, with the conscious, you got question yourself and say, why would someone say that? With a higher intellect and with empathy, you can also understand that a person is desiring to want to make you feel this way. But then if you ask yourself consciously, why would somebody want to make me feel this way? And why would somebody want me to think this about myself? And then you will understand. And not take it personal. And if you didn't take it personal, then that energy that you received would be transmuted. You could laugh at it like, this is just only confirmation that this isn't true. And this person is desperately trying to make me believe this because they feel insecure. And they want me to feel how they feel about themselves. And so they're projecting this on me because I make them feel this way. And so it could be something that actually gives you more energy instead of taking it away. Something that actually empowers you. instead of crippling or deterring. Something that makes you laugh, inspires you, even gives you compassion. Because you could even feel sorry, like, because you know why they actually said it. Instead of you being defensive and taking it to heart and believing it. But yeah, power of alchemy is, alchemy is powerful and pivotal.